Okay, class. Welcome to session 2. Today we'll be finding a little bit more about relative atomic mass and how it is linked to molar mass. So what happened is that, scientists argue that when the mass of an element is weighed, when the mass of an element is weighed exactly to its AR or MR, alright, it will consist of 6 times 10 to the power of 23. This is what was covered in the first video. Alright, and then this is also known as 1 mole of substance, also known as the Avogadro constant. Alright, okay, so moving on. Alright, this means what? What does this mean? This actually means a couple of things. So for example, aluminium, alright, has got an AR of 27. And if we're going to weigh this thing to 27 grams, it's exactly equals to 1 mole. Likewise for carbon, alright, its AR is 12. And if we weigh up to 12 grams, we will get 1 mole. Okay, and then same thing for neon as well as oxygen. So what does this mean? Alright, let's take a look at some example now. Alright, now say for example, if I have sodium here, the relative atomic mass is actually 23. Okay, and then what is next? Okay, so if I weigh up to 23 grams, I will get 1 mole, isn't it? Alright, what about 46 grams? How many moles do I get? So if you realize that 23 is actually, it's 46 is actually 2 times of 23. So by simple ratio proportion method, you will realize that this will be equivalent to 2 mole. Alright, it will be equivalent to 2 mole. What about 69? You realize that this is actually 3 times, so this thing will be equals to 3 mole. So what is the relationship that we can find here? A simple one is that, a simple relationship is that in order to find the number of mole of a substance is actually equivalent to the mass of the substance divided by the relative atomic mass, which is also known as your AR. Right? So what does it mean? So now if I'm going to make use of this equation and I'm going to do a quick swap, I have 0.5 mole, what would be the mass? So I do a simple substitution. If I have 0.5 mole, I know sodium AR is 23. Alright, so what will be the mass? Alright, do a simple mathematical manipulation. I will realize that, I will realize that this thing is actually equivalent to approximately about 11.5 grams. So that's how I make use of simple mathematics to help me to move forward. Alright, okay, so let me just clear the screen. Alright, okay. So what does this mean? Alright, what about things in a molecule? Okay, so same concept, but instead of using AR, now we'll make use of MR. Okay, and we have learned this before. MR is just the addition of all the molecules. Alright, say for example, we have this. Oops, a minute, let me see if I can shift myself. Perfect. Alright, say for example now, okay, I have got calcium carbonate, and I know calcium is actually 40, carbonate is CO3. So simple mathematics, alright, I need to find the number of mole for 10 grams of carbon dioxide. Step number 1, alright, I will need to find out what is the relative molecular mass. 1 calcium is 40, so I get 40. Carbon is 1, so 1 carbon. And I've got 16 oxygen, so therefore 16 times 3, mental sum, I will get 100. Alright, so what do I do next? Applying the same formula, I'll get mass over the MR of the substance. So mass is 10, so 10 divided by 100, answer will be 0.1. It's simple, isn't it? Yes.